to Stories Behind the Veil, where the boundaries between reality and nightmare gets easily blurred. I am John Johns, your guide through this darkness, and tonight we'll explore a tale that'll challenge everything you thought you knew. This is The Devourer in the Shadows. Before we dive into tonight's tale, please note that this story includes intense horror, unsettling imagery, and scenes of terror that may disturb some viewers. Viewers' discretion is advised. Now, let's step into the darkness together. Imagine a place where the whispers of the past linger in the shadows, where the old legends of forgotten stories come to life. For one skeptic, this place was more than just a tale. It was a destination driven by desperation and curiosity. He had always dismissed the eerie stories of Detroit's abandoned places as mere folklore, but when reality took a harsh turn, it led him to an industrial complex that seemed to embody those very fears. I have always been skeptic. Growing up in Detroit, I've heard all sorts of tales: haunted factories, cursed streets, and monsters lurking in the shadows. But to me, it was all just talk. Stories meant to keep kids from wandering where they shouldn't. But desperation has its way of making you question everything. And it was desperation that led me to that old forgotten industrial site. After losing my job at the auto plant, I had to do 6 months of odd jobs, and all of this had worn me down. So when my friend Mike offered me a quick way to make some cash, I didn't hesitate. It was supposed to be simple. Just pick up some package from the old machine shop and drop it off near the river. Easy money, right? Well, that obviously wasn't the case. As he walked through the abandoned complex, the silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional creak of metal or the distant drip of water. The shadows seemed to move at the edge of his vision, but he told himself, it's just the nerves. After all, what's there to be afraid of? When I'd reached the machine shop, the air felt different. It felt heavier. I swept the room with my flashlight, and that's when I saw it. A shadow. It was moving in the water. At first I thought, must be a rat. But then it began to rise, and I realized that was no rat. A figure emerged, covered in jet black skin that absorbed the light. Its head, a massive gaping jaw, lined with rows of sharp, retractable teeth. The sound it made, like 100 tiny claws clicking together, sent chills down his spine. It did not need eyes to see him. Using echolocation, like a bat or a predator. I shut off my flashlight and hid, hoping the darkness would conceal me. But the clicking, it grew louder, closer, until it was right behind me. There was no time to react, no time to scream. The last thing I saw was darkness, as it swallowed me whole. Thank you for joining us tonight. Remember, not all shadows are empty, and not all stories are just stories. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.